expensive or cheap? They're pricey. The good ones are pricey. Now you might say, well, okay, maybe the tea bag like had something going on. All right, imagine this as your supplements. Okay? We'll do the same in both, don't worry. 2 squeezes per. You take your supplements with what type of water? Tap, bottled. For those of you who don't already have a machine, what happens is you dilute it. So that's the sloshing in the stomach. Because it doesn't hold in, or pardon me, because it holds in, you don't actually get the absorption of the supplements. That's why the vitamin C says it's 300% of your daily value. Because you're not going to actually absorb 300% of it. Make sense? We have very expensive pee in the United States. Just peeing it out. Our water, because of that microclustering, you absorb. Which one do you think has more green tea? Has the exact same amount of green tea. You saw, we squeezed the same amount in both. It's what's going to absorb. Okay? Thank you. All right. Are you still with me? Make sense? Yeah. Okay. I like to check in. So you might know this as structured water. You can research about it. Electrolyte reduced water is one of my favorite things to look at. And you will see it's been used with sports medicine and professional athletes for a very, very long time. They usually get the technology before anyone. So it improves nutrient absorption. We just saw that with all that good stuff. Allows for cell penetration, so you get this beautiful adaptation of your body. And it enhances any supplement to be utilized. So most of my clients, when they start drinking this water, I tell them reduce your supplement intake. So you might save yourself some money because you don't have to take quite as much as you're used to. So how does it work? Well, how do we electrolyze the water? It's basically like a lightning strike in a box. So you have medical grade platinum platelets inside of this beautiful machine. You plug it into the wall, you create electricity, and that's how you can adjust it. It is what naturally happens on the planet all the time. Lightning strikes the earth, yes? Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, well now lightning strikes in your kitchen every time you turn this on. And it's important for us as living beings to have something with a living charge. Okay, your brain, if anyone is disagreeing with me right now, guess what? An electrical signal is going in your brain for you to disagree with me. And that's okay. All right? So that's an EEG. It's measuring the brain waves, the electricity firing in the brain. You recognize this? You don't want to have this happen to you. But what do they have to do if someone has a heart attack? They gotta give you a shock. Clear, good. Oh, he's back. Wonderful. So this is just doing more of what's already happening in your body. This is why people start to feel better. You can, like I said, lots of studies on this. My friend, Dr. Michaels, really goes deep into this, and I love talking with him because he has studies that I've never even seen before. So let's go on to ORP. ORP is oxidation reduction potential, antioxidants. What's an antioxidant? No one knows. Everyone knows you're supposed to have them, right? But if you ask someone, if you have a personal trainer, I want you to ask them, what is an antioxidant? All right, an antioxidant is something, I'm going to tell you, an antioxidant is something that goes and seeks out something called a free radical. Free radicals cause acidity in the body. They can promote cancer cells from turning on, because I hate to break it, everyone has cancer cells in their body. It's are they turned on or are they turned off? That's it. So how do we turn them off? We have alkalinity in our body. We balance ourselves. Now what causes free radicals? Well, a lot of things. Stress. Who's stressed? You got free radicals going on. All right? So we need to get you something that's going to seek out and destroy. I like Star Trek. Seek and destroy, man. Oh, yes. Live long and prosper, my friends. So, free radicals and toxicity. Essentially, you have something in your body called the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system cleanses your body. Okay? The problem is we are hit with more free radicals now than ever before. I cannot control all of this. My car needs gas. I gotta go with the gas pump. You're exposed with free radicals. Cell phone towers. The cell phone in your hand. Hi, all the live streamers out there. I can't control that. What I can control is what I put into my system. My stress levels, what I drink, what I absorb. So, really important to understand that all of this, lack of sleep, processed food, household chemicals, mold, radiation, virus, cigarette smoke, the cleaners you have in your house, free radicals. So oxidation reduction potential is just, are you having more antioxidants, or does something have no antioxidants, or is it aging you prematurely? So they made this really awesome thing. Remember how I said I was a skeptical Susan? I like numbers. Numbers don't lie, okay? So let's see what our Sprite is registering at. What does that number say?
339.
Oh, is it going up or down?
It's going up.
It's going up. Okay, 365. So it's oxidizing. We want a negative score. We want it to be like golf, as low as possible, okay?
That's a good analogy.
Right? That's a good analogy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Now, I used to think soda's bad, but bubble water's okay, right? Anyone else? I'm like, oh, I'm a yogi. I drink the bubble water. Maybe with a squeeze of lime. Ooh, that's my cocktail. I'm fancy. What's that number?
392.
Oh, it's worse than the soda. Gatorade.
372.
Oh, are the athletes actually drinking this? Brita. Because I have a Brita filter.
369.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Let's do some of our water. All right. Let's see. Let's just see. What's that number say?
Negative 721.
Woo! Numbers don't lie. People do. Numbers don't. So you can measure whether something is aging you or preventing premature aging. Right there. pH. Does anyone know what this is? Pretty. I love it. The color wheel. No. It's the pH scale. All right? So it's just measuring whether something is acidic or alkaline. Everything has a pH. Everything out there. Paint thinner, your body, your organs have different pHs. Your blood has a different pH than your brain. Your brain has a different pH than your stomach. The wall has a pH. Everything has a pH. If you have your machine, you're probably right around here. And then if you go out, you don't have your machine, you go get some burgers, some fries, you paint your house with the windows closed. Please don't do that. We're going down, we're going down, we're going down. So what happens if you become acidic? Do you remember the lymphatic system? If the body becomes overly acidic, cancer turns on. It's preventable, not cured, preventable. I make no claims that I have a cure for anything. All right? So the alkaline water scam, they're like, oh, this company in Japan is... They said, well, we can make that. We can make it alkaline because pH is just a pH. I'll show you. Let's go through and look at the pHs of what we have here. This is the Dasani. This one cracked me up, the H factor. Because this is hydrogen-infused water.
Wow.
Look at the color.
Oh, wow. So acidic.
So acidic. So is it a health product?
No.
No. Are you buying a really fancy bag? Yeah. So pH. Well, I can make my own alkaline water. Straight up. Watch this, okay? Take a little bit of Arrowhead here. Actually, let's do a little Brita. All right. This will probably be, is it acidic? I can't see from the other side.
Yeah.
So my Brita filter filters everything. Acidic, right? Well, pH can be a chemical change. Has anyone looked at the ingredients on this?
Baking soda.
It's not just baking soda. There's multiple in there, all right? Purified water, sodium bicarbonate, dipotassium phosphate, magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, and electrolytes for taste. Because otherwise it wouldn't taste good and people wouldn't buy it. Okay? So watch. Take some baking soda, alkaline water. Thirsty? So you can make alkaline water, but is it good for you? No. That's why the biggest difference between alkaline and alkalized is one has a living charge. One builds up in your system. I am preparing as a holistic health coach for 3 to 5 years where everyone has kidney stones and gallstones because they've been drinking so much freaking baking soda that their body doesn't know how to process it. So I'm ready. What am I going to do? Switch their water. Okay? So it builds up in your system. It lasts for years. Why does it last for years on the shelves? We talked about this. What are they putting in it? Chlorine. Okay, so you're paying for chlorine in a fancy bottle. This does not build up in your system. It only is alive. It only lasts 3 to 4 days. Okay? It is self-limiting. That's what makes it so special. That's why it's not sold in stores. So you can see, here's all, there's all the different pHs right there. Look at Kangen water. So don't just go off of pH, because I can manipulate that with baking soda, go off of ORP. What's actually giving me the antioxidants. So out of curiosity, let's go back for a second. I really want to drive this home, because sometimes, like I said, people don't believe me, all right? Do you believe that you could change your body with changing your water?
Yes.
Yeah? Cool. I'm so glad. You guys are way more ahead of it than I was. So I took some of the water, and I started introducing it to my clients. And they started getting better. Oh, it tries. So what happens here is by drinking this water, if you've been drinking bottled, you've been drinking tap, you can actually change the state of being. Can it happen with soda and with our seltzer water?
No.
Little magic trick. Let's try with soda. No. It would take about 4 gallons of our water to neutralize this. But what happens when people go out to eat? They get a hamburger and
Soda.
a little sip of soda. A little sip of soda. A little sip of soda. And I don't know about you, but I was not a sip type of person when I was going out. I was a, you give me free refills, let's challenge that, okay? So what happens is you acidify yourself. Soda not worth it. It's not worth it. All right? So I really hope, is that clear?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Awesome. Can you
Crystal.
Crystal. I love that. Crystal clear. Okay. So now let's move on, because you understand pH is important. Well, with this machine, you can adjust the pH. You can actually make multiple different types of water, which is really cool. So does anyone buy organic?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Why do you buy organic, out of curiosity?
Safer.
It's supposed to be better for you? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's see. No pesticides. So what you're saying to me is you buy it because there's no chemicals in it?
Well,
Let's do some less chemicals.
since I've researched, I've learned differently.
Let's see. Oh, let's do. Can we get a cup of the tap water, please? Thank you. You go grab some from.
Yeah.
Thank you. So essentially, what happens is
You're good.
when you buy organic produce, you're paying a premium for a health product because you want less chemicals. Yes. How do you wash it?
Tap water.
What's in the tap water?
Chemicals.
So wait a second. So you pay more money for less chemicals to bring it home to add chemicals. That's what happens, okay? So pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides are in your foods. That's just how it goes. And so what we want to do is we want to change the pH to get those things off of our food. So I have some delicious tomatoes here. Now the reason I I choose this one is because I know this company. They spray. Now, here's the thing. Why do they spray pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides? Yeah, it's because they don't want the critters to get it. Okay, let's use some Brita because my Brita filters everything. All right, and then we'll use some of my good water. This is the 11.5 pH. All right, I store it under my sink. I put it in this fancy little container that you can buy out front. You're welcome, Jessica. I love you. All right, so we're gonna just let these soak for a minute, but I'll show you what this is doing with a little example. All right, I have sesame oil here. The reason they spray herbicides, insecticides, pesticides is because what happens is it keeps the critters away, but what happens when it rains? Are they okay if it rains and it's waterproof? Exactly. So they make herbicides, insecticides, and pesticides completely waterproof so that it doesn't wash out. So oil and water don't mix, right? Pesticides stay on. You boil your pasta, your rice. Rice is really heavily sprayed. Well, yeah, you didn't think about the rice, did ya? Thank you, Jason Wessler, for that one. Now let's try our water. 11.5 pH. Emulsifies.
Wow.
Horchata. Looks different? I want to go back to my 8th grade science class to my teacher and be like, oil and water, they mix. Just depends on the right one. Okay? So, important to get these off of your food. All right, let's see if we can get this one to work. Let's do a little bit of a swizzle stir. So what I did is I just added chlorine drops. You can buy these at Walmart, any pool supply store. So remember how I said that I didn't say this actually, your food is really absorbent, all right? Your skin is super absorbent. So notice, I don't have anything in my hand. I'm just sticking my hand in here. Now what happens when you go in the shower? What are you showering in?
Chlorine.
Do you remember those pipes that we saw? That's what you're showering in. That's why I got in a nest spot. That's why my hair grew down to my butt in 6 months. So wait a second. Where'd the chlorine go?
Whoa.
You,
It's in your hand.
What's your mama status?
You better drink some Kangen.
It's in here. Your skin, your fruits, your vegetables absorb. It's going into you. This is so important. It's also why people start feeling better. That's why they start feeling better, okay? So let's see if this has been given enough time. There we go. So we have 2 different ones. Oh, there we go. I'm just knocking stuff over. I got 2 kids, doesn't even faze me. All right? So, first one, the Brita water. Nothing came off, right?
No.
Not really. Didn't see anything. Let's try ours. Oh. Oh, hello. What's going on in? I'll take those out just so you can see. And they taste different. Anyone new? You want to try a different one? You want to try?
Right.
Yeah? Okay. Over here?
Only because it's
Anybody?
right
No? Okay, so here's the Brita one. I apologize. All right, and then here is the one that we washed. It's sweeter. So when kids tell me, I have worked with a lot of parents. They're like, my kid doesn't like the taste of celery. No, your kid doesn't like the taste of pesticides. They're smart. They're really freaking smart. Listen to your kids. They're intuitive. They haven't been messed up by the world yet. Okay? So, you don't like it right now because it tastes different, doesn't it? That's how it goes.
So it does.
Okay? So, you can see the difference. Yeah. Thank you. So why is it important to remove pesticides? absorbed. All right, so this is actually my house. Has anyone heard that juicing's really good for you? Sorry, Sammy. Yeah, I'm about to blow your mind. All right. Well, this is me juicing with my daughter. Juicing is great if you have this machine. If you don't have this machine, you might have added bloating, joint pain, fatigue, headache, because what you're doing is you're putting so many pesticides into people without even realizing it. So this is what came off of the stuff we were juicing. This is why I don't buy juice unless the juice bar has a machine. Okay? Isn't she cute? That was a little baby at the beginning. Look at her now. So now we know we have the best ingredients for our family, for our kids, because we're getting it off of the fruit, off of the vegetables. Plants love it too. So 6.0 beauty water. Hey-o, ready to go in the crowd. Everyone gets a little bit right there. It's like Vegas. So once a week, my house turns into a watering little oasis, and I love it. I used to think that I was the ultimate plant killer. I thought I had a black thumb. Okay? I didn't. I was giving them chlorine. I was killing the plants with the water, thinking I was doing something good. My plants are so big, I had to buy the little hooks to hook them up now. Wow. Beauty water. How did my hair grow so quickly? Hey-o. I also got this little thing. People see me walking around like this. They're like, oh my gosh, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's my beauty water for my face. It's amazing. How much is that? $5,000? Because it's not about the machine. It's about what goes into it. What are you putting in the machine? All right? But this is really what sold me. Right here. The hypochlorous acid. Remember how I said you can adjust the pH? Well, at the same time that you make the veggie wash, you also make a cleaner. And it's completely non-toxic. You can gargle with this. You can put it, please. I don't recommend putting it in your eye unless you actually have to, but you can.
Pink eye.
All right? Pink eye is a great one. Who's new? Take a little, not too close. I want to go to the hospital. What does it smell like?
Chlorine.
Smells like chlorine? Yeah? Who else? Who's new? All right, I'm coming over. Smell?
Oh, you can drink it too.
Oh. It's strong, but it's completely non-toxic. All right, you're going to hate him a little more.
Holy
So I clean my entire house with this. If you look underneath my sink, actually, I think you've seen underneath my sink. What's under there? This. So many parents out there are so worried about their kids getting under the sink. There's a whole industry that make the little locks so that their kids don't die. Not in my house. My kid pulls this out. She sprays it. Ooh, 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 there we go. All right? Doesn't matter. Why? Because it's completely non-toxic. So this is actually all of her toys after we had COVID last year. We sanitized everything in the house. It's used in hospitals. Remember at the beginning I said this is backed by science? This is why they're using it in hospitals. Because it's something that they can't run out of. When COVID did happen, I was going around to all my friends and all my neighbors, giving them free cleaner and sanitizer. While everyone else was on Amazon paying $56 for a little thing of Purell.
Lysol wipes.
Lysol wipes. I had this. Make your own Lysol wipes. Save some money. This saves you money in ways you never realized. Okay? So used in dermatology as well. Really great for addressing wound sterilization. So what do you think I bring to the park with my kids? 2.5? All right. So why did I choose this? Why did I choose this? Well, because it works for me and it works for others. Because it saves me money and because it makes me money. Straight up. So it works for me and it works for others. Big difference. Only thing I changed is my water. Works for other people. Acne. I get text messages like this all the time. I'm not wearing any makeup today. Yeah. This is my friend's daughter. She was actually born with her intestines outside of her body. You get that through pesticide exposure. Typically, there's a strong correlation between the two. She was essentially dying in the hospital. And this was his Hail Mary, his last resort. This is her now. It's amazing. This is my friend who have a psoriasis flare up? Anyone else know anyone with eczema psoriasis? 12 days apart. No medicine, just water. Ooh, I'm sorry. So you gotta see it. This is why it's used in hospitals. Anyone know anyone with diabetes? If they get a wound on their foot, they gotta be real careful because they can actually amputate the toe or amputate the foot. So sterilization, all right? It's science-backed. There's amazing research on this, okay? So many doctors. This is the man who identified the need for a tool to look in the colon for colon cancer patients. It's called colonoscopy. Any 50-year-old guys in here? You probably already know what's going through it. And so there's a lot of books that have been written on this. It's not science fact, it's not science fiction, it's science fact. All right? So these are some of the colons, before and after. Breast cancer, constipation, prostate cancer, 3 months after the water. Yeah, prostate cancer, 3 months later. So doctors are using this to help people. And I like the things that are not big, all right? So my friend got off of her medication. Liz and I had someone who had acid reflux. Anyone know anyone with acid reflux? Yeah, she was, how long had it been that she couldn't have coffee? Like 15 years or so?
So many years.
Like 15 years. She couldn't have coffee. She gets this machine. She texts Liz almost in tears saying, I could have a cup of coffee. No acid reflux. My dad with his gout. So I like the little victories because not everyone has prostate cancer, colon cancer. Not everyone's going to have these miraculous things, but we can all benefit from getting a little more energy, sleeping a little better at night, preventing buildup in our body of free radicals. It's the best. The Enagic standard is leagues above the rest. It's the only one that's made completely in-house, all right? Imagine you were gonna go buy this, all right? If you are true factory direct, you buy this from the company, they make every single part of it. Most water ionizer companies out there, the little metal piece comes from Taiwan. The plastic comes from China. The tubing comes from Korea. The computer comes from Japan. And they ship all those things together that were not designed to go together. And they put it together. And they say, here you go. That's the difference in our machine. It's true factory direct. Every single piece is made in-house, down to the cardboard box it's shipped in. I like that. Offices around the world, certifications, awards. When we say we're the gold standard, we actually mean it. Solid gold thing. All right? Our factories are medical grade. It is a true facility. When you walk in, when you see the competition, it's a very different story. And now it saves me money. My husband and I sat and calculated how much money it was actually saving us. In the first year alone, we made our money back.
Yep. Same.
Didn't buy hair products anymore that I needed because my hair was so dry. Makeup remover. I used to buy $23 veggie wash from a company out there that shall not be named. I love them, but this is better. All right? Saved us a lot of money on laundry detergent, on cleaners, on peace of mind. There's a true peace of mind that comes with this. Now, why is it so important? Because one machine has over 100 uses. All of these different things that you can do with the different waters. Now, I can't drive this home enough. If this is the only reason you get it, it's enough. Getting the pesticides off of your food. Because look at all of the long-term effects. The beauty water controls the oil. If you ever buy a beauty product, look at the pH on the back. It's 6.0. Hey-o! We got that. 2.5. Imagine never having to buy cleaner again. I don't know about you, but I like to rage clean my house once a month. Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm wearing sweats, my hair is crazy. I'm not going out if I run out of cleaner. I don't have to. I have it there. I just rage to the kitchen. Continue. And what I really love about this, remember how I said it saves me money? Tax write-off. That's That saved us a lot of money our first year, okay? It makes me money. Now, I was super skeptical. Remember, who was I? Skeptical Susan. I was like, there's no way that people are making money off of this. Like, there's no way that people actually get paid. There's no way that checks come to people. There's no way that this is sustainable. I mean, making money from home as a mom, making money part-time with a job, there's no way. Yes, there is. It was a good year. It's a good year.
Congratulations, sister. Mom, I'm so proud of you.
All the checks in here range from about $340 up to about $3,000. Would it feel nice coming home and having more checks than bills in your mailbox? It's a really nice feeling. Jason, how good is it going to your mailbox?
It feels great.
Now, why does it make money? Because bottled water is the #1 selling beverage. It outsells everything. We talked about this at the beginning, right? It's the next mega trend. Netflix replaced Blockbuster who? All right. Hotels and motels replaced by Airbnb. Taxis, I barely see those unless you're by John Wayne. What do we have now? Uber. Flip phones, we have the Apple. Gas vehicles are being replaced by Tesla. Retail stores, what happened in COVID? Amazon. Amazon, okay? The next one. Does anyone wish that their parents would have bought Apple in the 80s? This is the time to actually invest, okay? To be ahead. The business just makes sense. It just makes sense. There's massive earning potential. You can make reasonable money with reasonable effort. I know we hear these big stories going out of like, oh, I had this much money in a month. Cool. Happy for you. I just wanted my cell phone covered.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pay for organic produce without checking my bank account in line, wondering if I'm going to have to put something back. I just wanted to know that when summer break comes, I could sign my kid up for any program she wanted to. That was my motivation. And there's no other company like it. It is a patented company in terms of how they pay people. So no one else in the world gets paid the way we get paid. We are all going to face the same wind, recession, all right? You're going to face the same wind of gas prices going up, foods prices going up. It's not about the wind. We can like to be like, oh, this wind. But some people are sailing. Some people are going to go up. Why? It's not the wind, it's how you direct your sails. How are you directing your sails right now? Are you prepared for winter? Because winter comes every year. All right, after a recession, we have a nice little boost. After the boost, what happens again? We go back down. It happens, it's a cycle. So what I'm doing is I'm working full-time on my job and part-time on my fortune. I still have a 9 to 5. I love my job. I love my job. I love the people I work with. I love teaching yoga. I love coaching people with health. Why do I do this if I love that? Because your fortune isn't made by your job. Your job is just over broke. Paycheck to paycheck, sound familiar? I think it's something ridiculous like 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. What if you could break it? What if you could stop that? Salud. All right? But I didn't want to do a business that required a ton more work. I have 2 kids. I have a 40-hour-a-week job. I don't need the added work of doing something another 40 hours a week. So remember how I said with reasonable effort, you can make reasonable income? There's no sign-up fees. Like, you don't have to rebuy every month. There's no de-ranking. Let's say you want to do this for a little bit and stop. Okay, cool. Let's say in a year you want to come back. You come back at the same level as you left. That's unheard of. There's no stocking, no inventory. You don't have to control or have anything built up in your garage that your husband or your wife yells at you because they tripped over it again. All right? And it's not this, all right? Although I work in this right now. CEO, vice presidents, hire higher up managers, middle managers, employees. Does that look familiar?
Yeah.
We're all in it, all right? But this is what an adjective does. It's true. All right, 1 point is about $340. And so as you go up, you get more pieces of the little commission pie. I like pie. This is my favorite one right here. So you continue going up and up and up and up. So out of curiosity, do we have any 4As in the room? Any 4As? Hi, can you stand up? Oh, yes, I'm going to embarrass you. I love it. So how do you do this business?
I do this business, social media. So posting on social media, sharing my story, sharing water, that fancy K bottle, the glass one. I take it around everywhere I go, and people ask questions. They're like, "Are you drinking tequila?" And I'm like, "No, I'm drinking my living water." And it just starts conversation.
I love that. Can you verify that you've gotten all of these checks up to here?
Yes,
I love that. Thank you. Liz,
Hey,
how do you do this business?
I do it both in person and online. I meet people everywhere I go and get to know them and see where in their life they're needing either a shift in health or wealth or stability or whatever. Share, I just share. I literally just share.
Can you verify you've gotten all those checks up to the 4A rank?
Yes.
Amazing. How many personal sales did you make?
I actually don't know.
I know the answer.
You know the answer. You do.
So here's the thing. All of these sales, you see these numbers right here? It doesn't have to all be you. It's a team sale. So if you sell to your aunt, and your aunt goes, I have 3 people who want to buy it, guess what? Your aunt gets paid, 1, 2, 3, and you get paid, 1, 2, 3. It's team collection. All right, in the back. Hello. Oh, I thought you were 4A. Just kidding. Hola, ¿cómo estás? All right, any 5As in the room? All right, stand on up.
Let's go.
How long have you been doing the business?
So I was doing it at 6 years in total. I was doing it part-time for about 4 years, and I just recently quit my job at UPS like 6 months ago.
Congratulations. How do you do the business?
Meet people in person, build online. I'm live on TikTok right now too. So yeah,
Hey,
I just meeting people in person. This is on my team actually too. So
Awesome. Can you verify you got all those checks?
100%.
Fantastic. All right, any 6As in the room? 6As? Can the 6As actually come up? I love that. Come on up, you guys. Make a little line. We need to get a bigger stage. So come on up. So, your name, how long you've been doing the business, and how many sales you yourself made, okay? So not total, because 6A is over 100 sales. But remember, it's what sales? Team sales, okay? So it's going to be your name, how long you've been doing the business, and how many sales you personally made to get to that rank. Start us off.
Oh, hey, Eric Castle, 23 sales to get to 6A. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed
How long have you been doing the business?
almost 4 years.
Amazing.
Part-time.
Part-time?
Yeah.
And how many sales you said?
Well over 300 sales right now, but 23 to get to 100. Sales came from my team.
I love that. Oh, we got another TikToker. I love it. Oh, Insta. OG. All right.
Yes, Jessica. What was the other question?
How long have you been doing the business?
4 years, and then 42 direct.
42,
You're
sir.
right. I love it. Jess, can you verify you got all these checks?
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you.
Qualify for that bonus,
That's
the $3,000 bonus. It is too real and it is too nice.
I love your shirt.
Oh yeah, look at the shirt too.
Jason Wessler. How long have you been doing the business?
7 years just this last March.
And what did you do before?
I worked at just jobs in San Francisco, hated every single one of them. Did construction for a year, hated that. I was actually ex-professional skateboarder, did that. That was fun. I did Lyft and Uber, hated that. I was good for extra money, but this isn't it, you guys. So I had like, I'm a little different. I had like around 70, 75 sales maybe when I hit 6A. And now I'm a 6A3, gonna be 6A5 come the next event in
Yeah.
October. So I'm pouring more into my team these days. When I was brand new, I didn't know to do that. But it's not about us, it's about us helping other people
Amen.
and letting them, teaching them that they can do it too. Just get out of that job.
What was your biggest income month out of curiosity?
That was when it was a few years ago, I sold to Conor McGregor, actually, 6 machines. And his childhood friend follows my Instagram. So he's like, yo, my friend Conor, he needs this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, tell all your friends for sure. He's like, no, dude, Conor McGregor.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. I thought I was going to be able to talk to him, and I didn't ever talk to him. I thought I'd be able to go to Ireland and train with him. It was for him and his health. He doesn't want everybody to know he drinks it. So it was my best month. That month was $44,000 in profit.
Jeff, what was your best month?
$20,000 for me.
Eric? Yeah, girl.
14K.
14,000. I love that. All right.
Hi, my name is Lorenzo, and I sold 19 machines myself, and then my team helped me sell the other 80 machines, you know? So you don't do this by yourself, you do it with a team.
And then, what was your biggest month?
My biggest month was the month I went 6A. I actually took like a week off to do a Tony Robbins seminar, virtually in the mountains with my team. So it was like the greatest experience ever, and I came back to over $10,000 in commissions and got that $3,000 check as well.
My name is Clanthus, Cleo. I think it was 25 machines when I became 6A. Yeah, my biggest month was 18,000 Kiwis. Yeah, and then what else though?
How long have you been doing the business?
Then actually April 2019 when I got a machine, so a little bit over 4 years. And then I'll do a lot of business, basically bringing people to the room, social media, and I have international sales as well because I have a big team in Mexico. So I just everything's done from my phone here, in Orange County. So it's it's been a blessing, and this works is the best business ever.
Sammy D.
Hi everyone,
Hello.
Sammy D, Miss Sammy D.
Salut.
I'm so just privileged to be up here with some of these amazing people and really good friends. I've only been in the business for a little over 2 years. I ended up being in the Global magazine. So I brought it, you guys can check it out. It was like something that I just strive for, and all I do is I share the number 1 living water, Jesus Christ, and the number 2 living water, and I always say, you don't go looking for the living water finds you. I had a juicing company in Anaheim, California. The pesticides that Dani showed you are a real thing, and when I saw that, I was completely convicted. I didn't want that for myself or my family, and I got it for the health benefits for my juicing customers and for my family to save them money. I only made about 28 sales before I hit 6 agent. My biggest month was
So, real people doing this business, some full-time, some part-time. With reasonable effort, you can make reasonable money. With insane effort, you can make insane money. All right? Now, our marketing structure, it all goes to the distributors. Okay? So like I said, 340, it goes up on your 3rd sale to 680. On your 11th sales, it goes to 1,020, and it just keeps going up from here. Now, what I love about this is, let's say I sell Cleanthus a machine, all right? Cleo sells 2 machines, all right? What's your name? Isaac, what's your name? Israel. Okay, so Cleo sold, all right? He makes 340 from Israel, 340 from Isaac. He is just rolling deep, right? He's loving this. He's got 680 in my pocket. This is amazing. But when I sold to Cleo, I was a 3A. So I got $1,020, $1,020, $1,020. And that's how people are able to get these big months and these big, extreme situations. Now, I do this part-time, and this is where I'm at right here. Let me tell you, child care is expensive. This machine pays for my child care. Now, once you hit 6A, you're 6A for the rest of your life. All you do is open up these $2,040 lanes forever. Let's say you want to go on vacation for 2 years. You had a great month. You made $100,000. Why not, right? Let's bring it in. You had a great month. You're traveling the world for 2 years. When you come back after 2 years, you're still a 6A. No ranking. We have a bonus structure. We have a retirement program. This is where I'm heading, where you can get $5,000 a month for life, whether or not you sell another machine. I want to retire by the time I'm 40. I have 6 years to go. This is how I'm going to do it.
Let's go.
Okay? Now, I also personally know 4 people who are at that rank or above. How do we do it? We share water. Does this feel familiar to anyone? we give out a lot of water. Try it for free. We're the only company that you can try it before you buy it. Only one. Why? Because it's the most shelf stable in terms of 3 to 4 days. After that, it goes away. Other companies, you can't sample it. They don't want you to because you'll test it and it's not going to be what you think it is. You share information. Oh, a live demo? Anyone brought here by a friend? Hey, you feel like you could bring someone? Yeah, there's open seats. We got them. Follow up. Hey, what'd you think? Duplication. Have fun. Make friends. The reason people are succeeding is the timing is right. Food prices have gone up, gas prices have gone up. People are looking for solutions to get extra money without adding on a lot of extra work. All right, the compensation structure is patented. The product is proven, and the company is solid. It's a debt-free company, over 47 years old. It's amazing. So you can make money fast and jump all the way to 2A by getting all 3 of our products. Remember how I said the shower, my hand in the water? That's the Inespot right here, the shower unit. Getting all that stuff out of your shower water. The turmeric, you want to talk antioxidants? Right there. So help yourself, help others. You can finance all of these. It's all a tax write-off, which is amazing. So here's what the commission plan looks like. Instead of $340, you get $565. Instead of $2,040, you get $3,390. Your choice. Make money fast, make money slow. All right? Again, you jump to that 2A lane. And just to recap, there are serious issues out there regarding water and health where people are looking for a solution. They're actively looking, they just don't know what this is. 1% of the market actually has heard about this, which means 99% of people out there are waiting for you to tell them about it. It just makes sense. This is a huge opportunity to help your family. It's the only one that has the gold seal. It's the only one in hospitals. It just makes sense. So you have to ask yourself, what is your health worth? That's the real question. It's not how much is the machine, it's what's your health worth to you, your long-term health. Because I can tell you, that is priceless. I've never met someone rich and unhealthy who's happy. Not once. And I live in Newport, okay? They're all over the place. So thank you for being here. Please, go talk to the person who brought you. We're not going to hound you. That's not what we do, okay? You're going to tell them if you're a 1, a 2, or a 3. 1 is, cool, thanks, not interested. 2 is, I need a little more info. Can we talk about this? Can you answer some questions? And 3 is, where do I sign? Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Dani, you're so good.
Buddy, good to see
I love
you.
you.
I love you.
Amazing. Yeah, you guys, different leaders come here and do the trainings
Oh, I
here.
just do testimonials. I forgot about that one. Sorry about that.
So yeah, we're changing lives out here, you know. This is all about, it's 2 things. Health, it's the healthiest water in the world. It's real alkaline with the electrons versus the fake alkaline that's in stores, only from chemicals. So it's about health and it's about wealth. We all need more money. I don't know anyone that doesn't need more money. And this lets you have enough eventually. It gives you time freedom and financial freedom. Freedom is the name of the game here. Actually, health and wealth. It's freedom in both areas. It's incredible. So you gotta believe in it. You gotta ask questions. Act like, don't just act, but believe that you've just found the key to unlock the gate to freedom, to get out of the job world. We're all stuck in the cities we live in. We can't even leave to go on vacation. When we do get to leave, when we work hard enough to save the money, and then we go on vacation, why can't this just be normal? Every day is a vacation for me these days. And at the same time, I'm working. I was $25,000 in debt when I purchased my machine. And I charged it to a credit card in full. It's $5,000. So then I was $30,000 in debt. And all I've done for the last 7 years is teach people about this water and business. And I've been able to help over 1,000 families worldwide. It feels the best part about this business is helping get other people out of the work world and let them become free. But you have to believe in it. You have to be 3 things. You have to be willing, coachable, and hungry. You move at the speed of instruction. And our team is the strongest in the world. It's called Race to Freedom. You're racing against yourself. Do you want to stay a debt slave your whole life? I don't mean to say it, but an employee. Slavery, it's modern day slavery. I mean, what? Think about it. Back when there was slavery, and there still is in certain places of the world, back then, whatever, the slaves did the work, and they got a free place to stay, and they got free food. And they couldn't leave. These days, we go to work, and we actually have to go buy our food. We have to go get it and pay for it. And we have to pay our rent or mortgage. I'd almost rather be a slave back in the day. At least I get free food and a free place to stay. It's just an interesting way to look at it, that's all. If you have a job, you're awesome. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people wish they had a job. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but there's a better way of life than just having to, I don't mean to say it, but yeah, settle. Don't settle. You're better than that. And you found the way out. So we teach you how to do it. All you do is you get a machine. If you don't have $5,000 laying around, just throw it on a credit card, or you can put a down payment down for just around $1,400 and you get it delivered. And then you are in business to sell them, my friend. And we teach you how to do it. So direct message me. My name's Jason. What's happening? How you guys doing? And thank you for all the positivity, all the nice comments and direct messages. I love learning from you guys too. I love health. You know, I used to go hard with the Dr. Sebi and CMOS and all this stuff. I love it all. So I accept and I'll always welcome any knowledge about how to be better in this acidic world. Let's get alkaline and let's hydrate our bank accounts and our bodies. All right, I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.